Free houses for $1. Baby, where they do that at? 'Cause last time I checked, if you roll into Family Dollar, fill your cart to the top, 'kay? And walk out without swiping that card. Guess what, okay? You're not heading home. You're heading straight to lockup. Wanna know why? Because $1 ain't free, darling. Let's not be silly now. And yet, here comes Tiffany. It's out here peddling these so-called free dollar homes like she just discovered a new way to fix the world. Sis, this ain't innovation. It's full-on delusion wrapped in a dream and dipped in confusion. Tiffany, sweetie, this ain't your lane. And honestly, that might just be why your gig didn't make it past the 4-year mark. Bless your, because woo, the self-deception is loud. Hey y'all, it's your girl, Jayla Renee, back on the scene, dressed in green on green, like I own the color. Don't forget to hit that like, tap that subscribe, and sound off in the comments, okay? We gotta get into this. Are we loving the look? Meh. 'Kay, whatever. Moving on. Today, we're digging back into the archives to revisit one of Tiffany's wildest, most unserious, head-scratching proposals to ever hit the table. Like a real what was she even thinking moment that had the trustees shutting it down before the ink was dry, and honestly, who can blame them? Here's what she tried to sell us. Tiffany actually thought she was about to sprinkle blessings across the whole community with free homes. Akia, she really said free, as in houses. I know, your jaw's on the floor. But I'm dead serious. She stood up, bold as ever, and said, "Give me $1, and I'll give you a house." Like it was a 2-for-1 clearance sale at a furniture store. Her master plan. If there's an abandoned home on your block, then everyone who lives on that street should get one. Let's think 1 house, 12 neighbors. How's that? Work. What's the plan, Tiffany? Thumb war. Hunger Games. Fight it out in the front yard. Good luck. She really had this grand vision, like she was launching some once-in-a-lifetime housing revolution. Tiffany Henyard, or should I say, Tiff, the builder, was out here thinking she was carrying Dr. King's dream in her purse. And I wish I was joking. Because, yes, she literally said the dream was about her. The march, her calling, her blueprint. Rebuild the entire neighborhood, house by house, street by street. I sounded deep. Until you actually listened. Her whole concept came down to this. She'll sell you a house for $1, and then give you 6 months, just 6, to renovate the whole thing. Top to bottom, full transformation. But here's what she forgot to mention. Tiffany's got a reputation. When it comes to paperwork, she moves like syrup in January. Permits go missing, approvals hit pause. And unless she personally signs off, nothing gets moving. So picture this, you give her that $1, you get excited, you start the work, and then what? You wait and wait. And by the time you realize the green light's not coming, 6 months are gone. Renovations dead in the water. And the house snatched. Reclaimed. Tiffany's got it back in her grip. Truthfully. That was probably the scam all along. And of course, right by her side every step of the way. Mr. Holmes, always playing backup dancer, echoing every bizarre thing she says. That man never missed a moment to cheerlead her mess, even when the whole idea made no sense. But now, silent, not a peep, quiet as a church mouse.
Haven't heard
a thing from him since that dollar house fantasy crashed and burned. So tell me, Holmes, where's that ride or die energy now? Tiffany made it plain, didn't she? If we're not getting anything, then we're not moving forward. That was the exact quote. No sugar, no spin. But now, all of a sudden, y'all do a 180 and vote for it anyway. No documentation, no strategy, no accountability. Just tossed it out there like a birthday card and said, "Trust us." Excuse me? So let's be real, Mr. Mayor. Next time you show up talking big policy, don't come with empty hands. Don't show up with a dream and no blueprint. If it's real, bring the foundation, deep roots. Because if your base is shaky, you've got no business acting like you're building anything. All you're doing is stacking air and hoping nobody notices. And let's talk about those meetings. You keep claiming there was no housing committee meeting. Sir, yes, there was. The issue wasn't the meeting. The issue was you. You weren't there. Neither was your admin. Not one person from your office showed up. So of course you don't know what went down. Okay, that's not our fault. That's yours. Don't play shocked when you're left in the dark after skipping the whole show. Look, I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm just telling the truth. And no, we're not done. Since you love your private little meetings, make sure you're inviting everyone, not just your hand-picked favorites. If you want people like me in the room, you might have to drag me out the house, tie me to a chair, and force me to listen. And guess what? That's your job now, Keith. Congrats. You want public engagement? Prove it. Show up. Put in the work. Because we're not begging anymore. And let's not forget Tiffany, Miss I'm All. About transparency. Remember her? 8. She used to call these meetings secret squirrel sessions. That was her whole vibe. And now, suddenly, she's acting brand new, like she's never heard of them. Didn't get the invite. Didn't check her calendar. Please, now listen. I get it. Who wouldn't want a house for $1 at this point? I'd take $1 doghouse. But let's cut the cute stuff. Who's really responsible when these homes fall apart? Who takes the hit if things go left? Oh, right, the village. So when it all crashes, guess whose pocket gets raided? Ours. Taxpayer dollars, legal mess, and still no plan in sight. This isn't about shutting the idea down. This is about demanding a real structure, a full map from A to Z. I'm not saying no. I'm saying bring the receipts. As a realtor, I can't put my name on something this chaotic. I know what a risky deal looks like. So tell me, what kind of housing lottery is this? Who gets to play? Who's in charge? Oh wait, Tiffany. Shocker. It's her world. We're just living in it. When folks said this wasn't it, they didn't mean the idea was bad. They meant don't rush a vote when nothing's ready, 'cause once that yes goes through, permanent. And if it fails, the blame doesn't hit the land bank, it hits the ones who gave it the green light. That's why structure matters. That's what real leadership looks like. We said we'd be transparent, and we meant that. We'll show every receipt. But we're not jumping into chaos just to say we tried something. It has to be done right. Period. And can we give a round of applause to the person who said, "This is how grown folks communicate"? Because yes, that's the energy. When someone's speaking from the heart, you don't interrupt and say, "You done yet?" You listen. You respond with, "Here's what I heard." That's how trust is built. That's how you move forward. But Tiffany, she's not doing that. She's not listening. She's just reading lines, playing her same old political games. If she'd actually heard Brittany, she'd know we didn't vote blind. But nah, Tiffany's too busy pushing her own story. That's what she does. And the wildest part? Y'all passed that land bank deal with zero paperwork. None. But now you want full documentation from me. Make it make sense. The double standards are insane. And don't even get me started on Tiffany in Atlanta like she's squeaky clean. Girl. Stop. I tracked her. Memorial Day weekend ATL. Pulled up the receipts on Google Earth. At this point, I'm basically a satellite detective. While she's down there popping bottles, we're up here cleaning up the fallout from her delusional real estate dreams. Let's dead this free dollar house fantasy right now. Ain't nothing free about $1, 'kay? Try walking out of Dollar Tree without paying. See what happens. You'll be in cuffs before you hit the parking lot. So Tiffany calling these homes free is just headline bait, all fluff, no substance. Let's be real. It's this whole program. Smoke and mirrors. She stood there, grinning like Oprah, promising homes for $1 after literally telling y'all, word for word, you're not getting a dime. No funding, no support. And somehow, y'all still voted for her. Why? Because she sold y'all a dream. But when it came time to help real residents, not investors, not land banks, she slammed the door shut. No plan, no rollout, just vibes. Just like that shady cancer foundation she used to run. Remember that? Said it was for a good cause because she knew someone with cancer. Please, that wasn't a charity. That was a money funnel through a foundation that didn't even legally belong to her. And let's stop pretending these houses were for the people. They weren't. They were for investors, period. You had to show proof of $20,000 in funds, be a licensed and bonded contractor, pull permits in 90 days, pass multiple inspections, and drop $1,000 in escrow. Oh, and it was a lottery. And even if you won, it was a 75/25 profit split investor. Pockets 75%. The village scrapes 25%. That's not a program. That's a scheme. You want receipts? I almost bought one of those homes myself. Hired a private inspector, thank God. The house was literally sinking. Rotten joists, structural disaster. He said, "Run." And I did. That's due diligence, Tiffany. She put a single mom with kids in a rental with a basement full of feces. Mold so bad it grew on the kids' shoes overnight. Shoes were clean at night, moldy in the morning. The whole family got sick. The city declared the home uninhabitable. So what did Tiffany do? Brought in her inspector, gave it the all clear, and moved them back in. Into that same toxic house. It had to be shut down again, because it was still unsafe. Tiffany's got her own little inspection crew, They stamp whatever she wants. Mold, ignored. Health risks, shrugged off. That's why smart folks never trust the village inspector. If Tiffany's name's on it, it's probably a lie. She starts talking about crawl spaces. That's just her code word for cover-ups. Now here's another catch. If you're an investor, you can't rent the house out to Section 8. You have to flip it. You're forced to sell. That's how the village profits. Again, let's talk about her other scam, the so-called $5,000 house program. You have to be a Dalton resident, live in the home for 5 years, complete all repairs within 90 days, and pass every inspection. Miss one deadline? Foreclosure. And guess who scoops up the property on the cheap? Tiffany. Every time. This isn't incompetence. It's engineered failure. She could have gotten away with most of it if she just communicated. But control is her addiction. That's what took her down. Kendrick said it best. Sit down, be humble. Oh, and the inspection fee, $500, just to get your foot in the door. Homeowner training required. Annual inspections mandatory. And now she's out here begging for the board to give her the same leeway they gave the land bank, even though she refused funding too. She swears if any trustee had feedback, she'd add it in. Just say you made it up as you went. Then comes Tino. Play the video. And here comes Holmes. Always in that washed-out sepia filter like he's filming a 1920s documentary. Every speech is molasses. Says, I believe residents should have opportunities to grow. You mean the same Holmes who asked, is any money coming back to Dalton? And Tiffany told him no. That guy. But still, he folded. Spineless, then. The land bank rep gets on video. Says plain as day, they make money by flipping properties. Non-profit on paper, but they sell to operate. Just as it's getting juicy, Tiffany cuts the tape. Gone? Mid-sentence. And the freeze frame she chose, a still shot with no revenue stamped across it like a Netflix crime doc. Ma'am, really? What even was that clip? No revenue to. And then it just ends. Like no revenue to. Him, it's Shady, Sloppy, and Tiffany. She doesn't even see how weird that looks. She thought it was slick. Slapped on some moody indie film music like she's submitting it to Sundance. Girl, get serious. Let's not sugarcoat it. Tiffany was terrible at her job. For years. No re-election. 'Cause she failed. All she had to do was be halfway charming. Just enough charm to get folks to tolerate the nonsense. But even that was too hard, and now she's out. And if no one else says it, I will. I miss her. Yep, Mama misses you, Tiff. They're all pretending to be glad you're gone, but not me. I'm thrilled for Brittany. No more lies. I'm even happy for Holmes, even though he played himself. But me, I miss the chaos. You were the main event. A scandal in heels, a headline in human form. Y'all behave now. Don't drag me into your mess. And if you made it this far in the video, drop in the comments so I know you're my people. Here, in my heart, Mama loves you. Peace.